We're traveling across Central America, climbing some of its highest and hardest peaks.
I wish you told me you were doing this. I haven't even combed my hair.
It's okay. That is insane. We're gonna try and cross this border now.
But do they rob guides as well?
We're currently making our way to Panama because tomorrow we're attempting to climb its highest peak, Volcan Baru. We'll be doing this in one day, crossing the whole volcano west to east. We started our day in a little village in Costa Rica. Admittedly, a bit worse for wear. Yesterday we hiked Cero Chirripo, Costa Rica's highest mountain, in a single day push. It took us 16 hours and a half over a distance of over 40 kilometers. Safe to say our bodies are in a state at the moment.
Stay.
This is gonna be interesting. All we have to do today is get across the Panamanian border and get into a town called La Concepcion. We waited for the bus for like 20 minutes and it didn't show. And we asked the person who works at the shop when the bus is, and they said that basically we were a little bit too late for it, and they offered to give us a ride, which is absolutely amazing. People here are so nice. Muchas gracias, señor.
Tenemos un poco de pena que no hemos tenido tantos días en el Parque Chirripo.
Yo fui director 8 años del parque.
Ay, sí.
Oh wow.
Soy biólogo.
We sadly didn't get this kind man's name, but it turns out that he worked with national parks for 20 years, including the one we were hiking in yesterday.
Caminando en el noche y yo estaba con mucho miedo de los pumas.
No, ellos no hacen nada.
¿No hace nada?
Nada, nada.
Ahora me dice. Estaba con tanto miedo en la noche. ¿Hay muchas pumas?
Sí, hay mucho. Sí, sí.
Okay.
Pero ellos no son, no es peligroso. Tengo una finca, mucha montaña, muy bonito. Y tengo como 4 terneros pequeños o animales pequeños.
Sí.
Y el puma se ha comido 2 ya.
Oh no.
Sí.
The very nice person that gave us a ride dropped us off with 1 minute to spare at the bus station, and now we're in the bus towards Panama.
Makes life easier.
I know, when you have kind people around. Circulation has been cut for hours.
Gelatinas, hay plátanos, platanito, gelatinas.
Vamos el plátano fresco al agua, el plátano.
We just reached the border with Panama for a 5-hour bus journey. That wasn't too bad. It even had air conditioning inside. We're gonna try and cross this border now. We just stamped out of Costa Rica. What a crazy place this is. We had to cross this like massive 4-lane road like 3 times to find the places that we needed. It's boiling hot right now. We just made it across the border with Panama. Considering the madness, that wasn't too painful. No, it took us like 15 minutes and then we were out.
I mean, it would have been quicker if we actually knew what to do. Probably should have read up on it before.
So happy everything worked out. We're on the road now for like 9 hours, and I have to admit I felt a little bit anxious this morning because it's a long journey and we had the border crossing. We're here.
and everything ended up just fine.
Famous last words. After that, we got lost for 2 hours trying to find our Airbnb with no signal. Until our host managed to track us down and save us.
We just got into our accommodation and we have the most amazing host. Basically, tomorrow we have a little bit of a challenge on our hands. The way we want to do this route tomorrow is gonna be through one town called Paso Ancho, traversing all the way into another little town called Boquete. We would have to carry all of our luggage with us, and that would make our weight to a total of about 15 kilos each. We asked our amazing host at this accommodation, Donald, if he knows someone that's trustworthy to take all of our bags to our end destination, which is going to be Boquete, and he said he might know someone, so fingers crossed for that.
Es más lluvia.
Oh, okay, wow.
Llevo teléfono entre Chumilco, Calvario cerca.
Day 2, let's go! So much happened since yesterday. Donald, our Airbnb host, saved our asses big time. We asked him about a cab driver that could take our bags into Boquete where we're ending the hike. He was like, I know someone, but they might charge you some money. But I think that I would like to come to Boquete and have a coffee so we can meet up in a couple of days. So he stored our bags and he's taking them there. What? Donald's Canadian. The Canadian stereotype is that they're kind and welcoming. Donald, you do the whole country proud. Our trail passed through farmlands, with the local people already hard at work. At every turn you could see Volcan Baru and the challenge that lay ahead. In no time the scenery started to change into more flat, grassy plains where the wind was forever present. A lot of the Panamanians that we met told us that we need to register at the ranger office, but I don't see an office yet. And I hope that if we get into this park we're not breaking some sort of rules. It turns out that the building up ahead was the ranger office. What we didn't know yet was that in the next 5 minutes, the course of our whole plan would change. So, worst case scenario happened. We met the person, the ranger essentially, and he said to us that there's no possibility of going up on this side unless you're doing it over the weekend. And
You need to call in advance, which we did not see online.
there is no sort of information saying this. The majority of the trails that we're doing, like you just don't find a lot of information if you're not in Western countries when you're doing these things. What a day. We woke up at 4:30 for this, but even this is stunning. At least we got to see some of this side, you know. The joys of traveling. But I didn't sulk for too long. We had a peanut butter sandwich and made a plan. We decided to go to Boquete and climb Volcan Baru from its eastern side the following day. The ranger told us we need to book with the national park, but didn't offer any details. We managed to find the email address we needed to make the reservation in the comment section of All Trails, and off we went.
Quieto, gatito.
It is confirmed that you can access the route tomorrow. So we will be there at 4 AM tomorrow.
Bye again, house.
Five hours later and we got into Boquete.
Round 2, 5 a.m. Let's hope for the best this time. We started on this wide path now. It looks like a ski slope in somewhere in the Alps. We also resorted to plan B, which is to carry the head torches in the hand, because you get all of these mosquitoes like just circling your head when you have the torch on your head. Excited that today is the day that Baru is finally happening. And we got daylight. This route's a little bit different than the other one. It's gonna be longer in distance today. It's 28 kilometers and 2,100 meters of elevation gain, but it's not as steep, not even close to what the other one would have been. Well, on this side of the mountain you also have that option, to take a tour company and bring you all the way to the summit. What was the fun in that?
Yeah, that's the tour route that sunrise.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how expensive that tour company would be. So Boquete has actually turned out to be one of the most expensive places we've visited so far. Even a taxi to come 13 minutes this morning, they were trying to charge us $30. Definitely a gringo tax there.
Where we are right now, there's probably permanent cloud. It's like a rainforest. So everything's wet, everything's humid. It gives it such a nice vibe. It's like a techno track. $3.5K left. We're at 3,000 meters now. We just bumped into a couple of people that did the trek at midnight, which the ranger told us that you're not allowed to do, but they got away with it.
So there's chance.
Yeah, there is a chance you can do it at midnight and get up there for sunrise. Because the only reason why they said they're not allowing it is because a bunch of people got hypothermia. And you always have like that couple of people that ruin it for everyone. Always someone that came in like flip-flops and like a vest and went all the way to the summit because it's Panama and they thought it was hot. Slowly coming to the summit now. Close to the summit, you have all of these signal towers. Apparently, from the summit of Baru, you can see both the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific. Oh boy, I can't wait. Well done. After 2 days, we made it! So cloudy, we realized we're not actually at the summit. There's one more higher up. There. Talk about your fake summits.
And you can see from the summit the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea.
I look like a condom. After 2 days we finally made it to Panama's highest point. Phew. There are 8 billion people on this planet, and I found one that's crazy enough to go around the whole volcano with me when we got turned back, just to climb it again. I'm a lucky man.